Hi everyone, this is Sean Hagewood with Hagewood Design LLC, and in partnership with Granite Guyz General Contracting LLC, I bring to you tonight 5843 Mapleshade Lane. I'm going to apologize in advance for my camera work and for any shakiness in my voice or any mistakes I make along the way, just because I've been kind of working all day to clean out this house today, and I wanted to take the last opportunity to give you guys a full tour of everything that we did. So starting with the front door, we did replace an older door here. We used the existing skylights, built a frame around the front door, and brought in this more modern style door with reeded glass and chrome hardware, along with a Nest Nest doorbell there. Coming inside the entrance, you'll see that we have replaced all of the floors, so at the main living, dining, entry, and kitchen with 5-inch white oak. It's natural white oak hardwoods, along with 3 1/4 hardwoods here in the entry for the chevron pattern. We thought that would be a nice touch here in the entryway. And then one of the biggest changes we'll go to straight away, of course, in the entrance here, you do see that we have a great big staircase that we painted tricorn black. You'll see tricorn black by Sherwin-Williams in a satin finish throughout the home, accents throughout the home, in contrast to the kind of stark modern white color that we used on the walls. Modern light fixture here in the entry. And then the staircase with a Shaw carpet called Lead the Way. So this is a carpet by ProSource Dallas. Shaw is the manufacturer, and the pattern is called Lead the Way. So we use that up the stairs, and I'm just kind of in love with that. So anyways, back to the kitchen. Here we are going in through the front entry. You have a kitchen and kind of a lounge, or this could be a dining area off of the main kitchen. This is one of the biggest transformations in the house. As you can see, there's a large support beam, I'm trying to point that out here, that we ran all the way across to support the second level of this house. There was originally a footprint of a wall that supported here where you see this island. The island did not exist, and there was a wall, and you had kind of a galley kitchen, which was more popular in the early 80s, where you separated off your kitchen from your formal living area, and then you would have an entrance to the kitchen here and an entrance to the kitchen here. This area being like a breakfast nook, and this area just being another, entrance and exit into the formal living area. So the one thing that was nice about this house already is that there were these great plantation shutters throughout the home. So I can't take credit for these plantation shutters, nor do I know where they are from. I can tell you that they are like a vinyl composite. They're not wood, but they were nice to have in the home. So again, going back to the kitchen, we had our great carpenter with us make all these custom cabinets, including this great big island. We used an entire slab of natural quartzite. The quartzite on this stone is called Blue Tahoe, and it's really beautiful. If you kind of look from the top, you can see the veining and the movement it has. This is really kind of a showstopper when you first walk in, with the blacks, the deep grays, and then I actually really loved these little white inclusions throughout the island. To me, they kind of look like tiger claws, but they're just lighter parts of the quartzite, which I thought were really beautiful. And there's also little hints, little glimmers of rust and gold that you can see. I don't know if you can see that in the video here, but that really was the inspiration for the color of the cabinets, which is kind of this light French gray color, and then also this beautiful hardware. This is, I'll get you a link for where this hardware is from. It's hand crafted in upstate New York, and it's a true solid brushed hardware, and you'll see that carried out throughout the kitchen and in some other key areas. Let's get a better look here. So again, the island is really great. This client wanted a space here to kind of have like a host section, so you could sit on this side of the interior of the kitchen if you were, you know, preparing food and hosting guests. They thought it would be nice to be cooking here at the gas range, which we also put in, and then be able to take a break and sit here and entertain your guests. They could sit here on the other side. This client also set this area up as a lounge, so after dinner, when you were done having like a casual dinner or game night here in the kitchen, you could just transfer over here and use this area as a lounge. Some other just little fun accents about the kitchen is we've got these great end caps here, which look like they're just structural, but they actually open up and they're all on soft close hinges. These little cabinets are great for large pans, large full-size cutting boards, and just any little thing that's you'd want to hide in there. There's also storage cabinets along the front, which are great for seasonal storage, you know, china, things like that. Rather than having your grandma's china hutch, you know, you put your nice china in there now and you break that out whenever you need it. So we relocated the fridge in this kitchen, so I'll put a link to some of the original photos of the house so you can compare the before to the after, pardon me. But the kitchen used to have the refrigerator right in this area here where the island currently is, and it would have been facing in, because again, this was a galley kitchen, meaning that you would just kind of have this long area here, and then the refrigerator and the wall would have been on this side. So put in these nice brass and glass globe light fixtures here, which are a little bit mid-century modern, but also just kind of timeless and simple. They're a nice touch above the island, and they can be dimmed, so just a nice touch there. Really simple, and it's nice because they kind of disappear on this side. The mount at the top, the ceiling plate actually disappears under that support beam there, so they kind of just float over the island, which is I always thought was really nice. So we were able to get a full-size family-style refrigerator in there. Again, gas cooktop, nice power range there, and then you have an electric convection oven and convection microwave by KitchenAid that we put in. Brought the cabinets out at the top. Again, in the 80s, a lot of these homes and a lot of the kitchens that you'll see will have a shelf here above the original wall oven. So we actually had our carpenter construct, and you can see where the original cabinets were, but we had them construct this extension to where it comes out, gives it a little bit more dimension and a little bit more just visual interest in the kitchen, which I think is really nice. The backsplash in this kitchen is also a different material. This is actually a marble, kind of a picket style marble, has different colors, kind of warm beige colors to kind of go with the white oak floors, and then some grays and blues in there to go with the cabinetry. On the back cabinets and the back countertops, excuse me, we used this white quartz, which is a man-made material, with very just kind of simple light gray graining, veining going through, and that carries through on the sides as well. We did a 1-inch miter along the edge, and a mitered edge is basically, if you don't know what a mitered edge is, it's this edge here is actually not the edge of the stone, but what they do is they cut an inch of the edge of the stone off, they miter the edge at an angle, and they drop it down and glue it to the side of the stone, and it gives it a thicker, more substantial look. We carried that same look over here to this area, but before I go there, I'll also point out one last time on the island, we did a 3-inch drop here. So this is also stone that was on the edge, but as you can see, it's perfectly waterfalled over the edge. And we used a 3-inch miter here to give this island and give this stone an even more impactful look, rather than just simply laying the stone straight on top of the cabinetry. Moving over to this area, we did put some glass front cabinets there just to display the client's glassware, crystalware, that type of thing. And again, wanted to keep with the original footprint of the kitchen cabinets in this home, because it was nice that you kind of turn this corner here, and the uglier, quote unquote, kind of nasty side of the kitchen, which is the, you know, the dishwasher and where you might make your coffee in the morning, your small countertop appliances, and your dishes, of course, are all hidden here, kind of around the corner, almost like a butler's pantry, but really it's just an extension of the kitchen. But when you walk this way, you kind of lose that side of the kitchen, and you're just left with this nice, pretty presentation for your guests. I won't go into the utility room because there's really not much there, but I will point out that we did do these shaker style doors, interior doors all throughout the bottom level, with chrome hardware for the door pulls, and a Kohler fixture for the sink. And we also did a Bianco granite composite sink, and granite composite sinks are really great. They're super solid. This one actually has like little sparkles in it. I don't know if you can see it because it is a little wet still, but all those little gritty pieces, those are actual little sparkles in there. So I thought that was a nice touch. And again, a KitchenAid appliance here. We put in a new KitchenAid dishwasher. KitchenAid does a great job. This client had a TV mounted here for the mornings, watching the morning news, catching up with local news and sports, and you could swivel that around to the lounge area here. We did do ceiling fans. This is Dallas, Texas, and it's hot as hell right now. Actually, I think it was 107 today, so that's why I'm panting and sweating, and that's why I'm also not on this video. But we do have all the fans on full blast, and we did put some fans throughout this home. They're all very simple and modern, and most of them kind of blend right into the ceiling. I'm not a huge fan of the look of ceiling fans, but they are kind of a necessity in Texas, and you know, they definitely help circulate the air. Going back to the front entry, you can see the door here from the other side. This is the back patio door. We did not do much on the exterior of this home, so I'm really not going to do a full video out there, but I will just limit it to the interior. And again, that great chevron detail in the entry. As we move on to some of the other main areas of the house, to the left here is the main living area. This really served more like a den for the previous owner, but this really was the main living area for this client. Again, if you look at the drastic changes in the before pictures that I'll put a link to in the description of this video, this room was off-white carpet, wood paneling on the walls, wood beams on the ceiling. Really not, a great look. It was pretty dated. Most of the windows throughout were still the original windows from the 80s when this home was built. So we did have new nice picture windows put in the front of the house and custom Roman shades in here. This room really opened up once we painted it this light color and used the color on the existing brick as well for the fireplace. However, we did mount a TV above the mantle on the fireplace there, and we put this great fireglass in the wood burning fireplace that was here. So there is actually nice glitter and drama here as well, but still a great gas fireplace. So all you do is kick that on, light it up, and then you have the fire that just kind of dances along the glass there. This is also some custom cabinetry from our great carpenter at Hagewood Design LLC and Granite Guyz LLC. He's kind of a dying breed. He really does everything by hand. You can pick up these shaker style door fronts and cabinetry pretty much anywhere these days, but this is really solid hardware, really solid. You can see that these are dovetailed joints here and soft close hinges on the inside. So, it's really that difference that will make your cabinetry last, that's worth a little bit of extra money if you're investing in your home. To carry on from the kitchen, we also have a KitchenAid mini fridge here. It's actually a combo beverage wine cooler that was added. This wet bar was existing in the living room, but there were large wooden bifold doors on either side, so this was very closed off. We wanted to open it up, and we actually used a very inexpensive ceramic tile, which is black, with more of a gray grout, and made this great herringbone feature in the back of the wet bar. Really just kind of draws out this area, and carried out that same quartz from the kitchen in this area with a Kohler fixture for the sink. Another note, all of the lighting throughout the house, there is not a single incandescent bulb in this entire home. So all of the lights, these were the great little square lights that you would see in the ceiling before, and they are now all energy efficient, dimmable LEDs, which everyone wants, and it really helps with your electrical bill as well. This room is also wired with clipped speakers for the rear for surround sound in this area. And there are little areas that are wired throughout. So if that's something you're wanting in your home, that's something we can also help you with. This is where the surround sound equipment and everything would have been hooked up. Smart thermostats throughout the home. We used a Honeywell T5 system. These are really great. I know everyone likes the round Nest thermostats, which I also like. However, in certain homes, the HVAC units and the furnaces are not compatible with Nest, and this happened to be the case. The particular Train furnaces that are in this home were not compatible with Nest, which we learned the hard way because we purchased the Nest thermostats and then we weren't able to use them because they weren't compatible with the furnace and the HVAC system. So just a little note, make sure you have an electrician check that out for you, or a certified HVAC person. Make sure that your system is going to be compatible with Nest before you go ahead and invest in all that, because you may need a different unit. We're going to move on to the master bedroom. This is just a little area here that kicks out. Water heater is in that closet. And then in the master bedroom, this is the only area of the house where we actually used a different wall color. This wall color is called Dorian Gray, also by Sherwin-Williams. It's a flat finish. And then we did alabaster again, flat on this great tray ceiling. I retexturized, rebuilt this tray ceiling, and then put in a more modern ceiling fan. The carpet, I'll have to get you the name on. I believe this is also a Shaw carpet. It's incredibly soft and has this great kind of geometric, destructed, kind of geometric, contemporary look to it. Another TV mount in this room, door to the exterior patio, and more of those shaker style doors that we were talking about. The master bath was also one that was a big transformation. Again, check back to the before pictures. This bathroom was very 80s. Low countertops, everything was kind of almond and yellow colored. You had the great Western style doors here for privacy, which I don't know why you would do when you have a door here on the exterior of the master. So we definitely took those off. More carpentry from our man Stan. He's really great. Matte black hardware throughout this bathroom, and just really clean black and white and gray. We did porcelain tiles for the floor. And then we actually dropped the granite, and here we saved some money by using a little bit less expensive stone. This is a granite, which is not as popular as quartz or quartzite right now, but this was, I think, called Himalayan white is the colorway of this specific granite. And it has a lot of light grays, a lot of real subtle veining, kind of some purpley brown spots throughout it. And I just thought it would go really nice with this black base and just save the client a little bit of money. So, you know, you weren't spending so much money on the stone throughout, but having that drum in the kitchen was definitely worth it. The light fixtures above are also LED. These are made to look like Edison style bulbs, but they're actually LED as well. So that was really nice. Most of the plumbing fixtures that the secondary plumbing fixtures that you see in the bathroom are going to be from a company called Signature Hardware. I highly recommend them. They have great customer service. They're online only, but they do really, really beautiful, high quality fixtures. Signature Hardware is the name of that company. So if you want to check them out, they're really great. This was another huge transformation. So the double shower here has a rain head on one side with just a standard shower head here. And then the controls are actually also by Signature Hardware. Really great. The bottom is on, the middle sets the temperature, and the top diverts the valve from either the head or the rain shower. And here we used a combination of porcelain, kind of matte black porcelain tile, along with this kind of mosaic style marble, which gave it a great detail both on the floor and in the little niche there for your toiletries. These windows were actually already in the bathroom area, so we saved some money by keeping the windows where they were. This window here was actually the window for the pre-existing shower that was here. And then on this side, this great big window was a picture window where you'd have a big soaking tub here so you could look out to the courtyard. Unfortunately, it's gotten a little too dark today, a little too late in the day, but there's a beautiful Japanese maple that's out in the courtyard there, which is totally fenced in and private. So that was a nice feature to have right outside your shower. This side of the shower also has a granite bench, so we used a combination of porcelain tile, black leathered granite, and the marble mosaic in here. And on this side, there's a hand shower and just a standard shower head there. So really great, big, sexy shower. That was definitely one that the client enjoyed. We're gonna move on now out of the master, back into the main living, and we're gonna work our way past the entrance again and into what used to be a library for the previous owners. This client had a very, very large dining table that would not fit in what was the formal dining area here off the kitchen before. So instead of using that area, this area here was used for a very large live edge dining table, which we did, and this beautiful kind of organic style light fixture that is hung and mounted from this great vaulted ceiling that you have in the front of the house. So a lot of drama, but really great, simple, beautiful, modern, and pretty timeless too. Another thing to note too in the front of the house that I just want to point out is that we framed these front windows, just this window here in the dining room and this picture window in the living room, along with the front door. We trimmed all those out in black just to give a little, again, a little bit of drama, a little bit of consistency from room to room, and added some, you know, a little bit more stacked trim work. You can see here, stacked trim work, and then these little great trim blocks at the bottom just to give it a little bit more substantial look and something a bit different. Moving on from the dining room, on the other side of the house, you have a powder bath. And here, the client actually decided to keep the original slate tile and the slate tile around the shower. And I don't hate it. It actually looks kind of nice with the black and the gray. Again, the same Himalayan white. There were some remnants. So little note, a little great way to save some money. If you're doing a whole house remodel, ask your stone person, your stone contractor, which my guy over at Granite Guyz is wonderful about this. You can purchase a slab from a stone house and a stone warehouse, and you can use some of the remnants that weren't used in the other area in a second area like this that doesn't need a ton of stone. So they were actually able to use just one slab of the Himalayan white to make the countertops for the master bedroom and also this second full bath downstairs. So that's a little nice feature there. And here again, we did LED lighting, matte black Kohler plumbing fixture, and also new toilets throughout. On these lighter colored cabinets that you'll see in the secondary bedrooms, this is also the same light French gray color from in the kitchen. But we found these really wonderful pulls. They're actually waxed leather from Slovenia. And you can get them in all different colors. They're leather. They're soft on the backside and kind of a bit more waxed on the front, flexible. And what's nice is if you have old cabinets like this that you're refinishing, you can match these flexible pulls up to these kind of different size links between the holes for the hardware in the cabinetry. So, and these even have like a nice design on the back. As you can see, there's just a black colored screw. This is a second full bedroom downstairs. Again, we have the shaker style doors. This room was used as an office, but it could be used as a nursery or a bedroom as well. Carried the hardwoods through here. And then we did some slightly different shaker style doors that were on a slider mechanism. Rather than just having, you know, your basic kind of bifold doors in this room, we put a track in here at the top, and you have these great sliding doors. And then carrying over that hardware, we had some additional hardware left over from the kitchen, and we just used that same gold hardware here, which looks great as well. All right, we're gonna move upstairs, and then we'll conclude our video. The upstairs area, again, we're gonna go up this great Lead the Way carpet by Shaw, and that's gonna take us upstairs to the second level. Upstairs you have a loft and 2 bedrooms connected with the Jack and Jill bath. Great way we laid our carpet guy. Just want to point out, not everybody would do this, but our carpet guy really paid attention to the direction of the pattern on this and kind of moved the direction of the rug to follow the movement of the steps, which is great. Upstairs on this landing, this was just kind of like a little simple kind of flex space. And you can see off the side here, off the loft and the landing, you get this great dramatic view of the downstairs, the dining room and the live edge table that would have been there. Again, second Honeywell T5 unit upstairs for the HVAC. And then up here, we did just more of a basic carpet with an upgraded pad, but it's very neutral and it blended well with the carpet on the stairs. Again, simple modern ceiling fans, just blending in with the color of the ceilings. This was a guest bedroom, and then connected here with a Jack and Jill bath. So you have the great Himalayan white stone again, more hardware, but from Signature Hardware. Love this hardware. And just a slightly different light fixture in this area. There was a decorative mirror here that we used, but the client decided to take that with them at move out. And again with the light French gray cabinets and more of those great waxed pulls throughout. Lastly, back bedroom. We just put in new carpet, another ceiling fan, and that was pretty much it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed this project. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. So I hope you'll subscribe to my YouTube and follow me on my next adventure. We'd be glad to help you out. Again, if you need help with your next project, please call Sean Hagewood at 214-505-4869 with Hagewood Design LLC and partnership with Granite Guyz LLC. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.